Hello, my friends. Mickey and Minnie, who dis? Okay, so episode 7 dropped at midnight, and I can't wait to talk about it. I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, this gives me more ammunition than ever to say that I feel that it is Marv that's the killer. And I'm just going to tell you a few reasons why in the video. So, in this episode 7, Mabel is telling the story. She's our narrator, and she is going through a lot. We learn throughout the episode what happened to her dad, which is unfortunate. He died of stomach cancer when she was 7. And she learned to block out that time in her life because it was unpleasant. And we figured out that that is why she's having trouble remembering things, because when something very traumatic happens, she blocks it out to cope with it or to not acknowledge it. So that is why she's having trouble remembering what happened with Bunny. And she actually didn't remember what happened on the subway either with the knitting needle incident from the previous episode. So that was a little insight into how Mabel's mind works and all of the traumas that she's been dealing with. She has a hard time trying to face them head on. She kind of blocks them out. So we figured out that Theo Demas, Teddy Demas's son, who is deaf, was on the subway with Mabel when she was attacked by Glitter Guy, by the killer. And he saw everything. He saw her get attacked. He reiterated to her what happened. We figured out that she does not remember it happening. He showed her a video from online of her stabbing the guy and running off the train. And she couldn't remember any of it, but she realized that he stole her bag, and Theo said that he had her purse, but he dropped something. So the thing he dropped was a ID card, like a scan card for a job, and it was for Coney Island Security, which is the amusement park in New York. And so I feel this is clue number 1, that it's a male. I'm not saying females can't be security guards, but it's more of a male-dominated field. So he's probably male. Or the guy on the train was probably male. Also his build. I didn't see any breasts or, female hips or anything like that. So Glitter Guy stole her purse, which had the matchbook in it, which was the clue she was trying to get to Detective Williams, because there was a fingerprint and some kind of red substance. And it could be paint, it could be rust, it could be blood, possibly, but blood usually turns brown, or ketchup or something. We don't know. So that was her big clue that was in her purse when she was attacked on the train. So Detective Williams comes back in this episode, and I just absolutely think she is so awesome. And she has her baby that she has with her wife. He's the most adorable baby. And she's trying to get the guys to confess that they've been investigating the crime, which they were told not to do. They were told to stay out of Bunny's apartment. They were told to let the police handle things, all of that. So the issue is that they keep on badly lying, and it's so obvious to a detective, of course, that's trained in lying, that they know a lot more and have found more clues that they don't want to tell. So she really cares about the trio and doesn't want Mabel to get in trouble. She doesn't want them to get in trouble, and they finally give her the knife. And so at least that can be investigated. Maybe that will give more clues if the evidence isn't tampered with. We're still kind of wondering what happened with the results from Tim Kono with the drugging, how that got, messed up in the last season. And now I'm wondering if Detective Krebs had something to do with that. Okay, so we now know 100% sure, if anybody was not sure, that Mabel did not stab Bunny in her apartment with a knitting needle. That she, was able to let herself remember the horrible memory of her coming home to get the champagne and Bunny was there stabbed. And she did see a dark figure with a knife run into her bedroom and probably, I'm assuming, out the secret passage in her closet, which goes down into our catacombs of the building. So she walked in and saw her just get stabbed, and like the guy started running. So she knows now that she didn't do it. She was questioning that. And she knows that the guy in black is the guy that stabbed her, the guy in the train. She is putting it all together. And they show him, but they never show his face at Coney Island in the episode. The hands they show are definitely male hands. He's definitely a male build. He's definitely, he's only just injured. So she stabbed him a couple times with the knitting needle. It didn't really hurt him too much because he was able to get to Coney Island, get the first aid kit, and kind of get himself together. And he was able to kind of fight with her at Coney Island, and she was able to like escape, thank goodness. But it was an exciting episode in a lot of places. I really like that Theo was trying to help her and take care of her. And I really like that the show is kind of bringing more awareness to American Sign Language, or ASL. I don't have any experience with it, but I have a friend that I grew up with who got her like a college degree in sign language. And my niece has studied sign language and is planning to study sign language in college. And it's really an underserved community. I've done a little bit of like YouTube video research, so not like really a lot of research, but like on how, they have to be in a hearing world and we are unaware of how to communicate with them. And it's just really, I like how they make him a really good character, and he has a lot to do with the story, and he's not even talking. He's doing his, communication and the issues with the communication. I think it's good for people to get that awareness. So kudos for that. This is my other issue with the clues this episode. So we know Selena Gomez came back in that guy's backpack at Coney Island. There was a photo, like a picture, like somebody took a photo and printed it, of Steve Martin putting Lucy in the cab when she'd come to visit. Someone was standing outside the Arconia and took this picture on the down low. I don't know if it was on a phone or a camera or what. Who's always hanging around outside the building? Marv. He's always outside the building. The super fans are always outside the building, or he works in the building, or he possibly lives there, as I've said in other videos. So I think this is another clue that points to Marv as being the killer. I hope Lucy's not next. It makes me very nervous that he took a picture of her. I'm not sure why, unless he thought he saw her that night that he killed Bunny in our catacombs, and he wanted to like make his move and like plot out how he was going to do it. The thing I'm disappointed about in this episode is I've been on pins and needles, as a lot of the fans have been, about the DNA results. What are we doing here? Like, I know that's his son either way. I understand that. But it was like so emotional, and we just keep waiting for this answer, and I think they're making us wait, and it's bothering me. Also, more references to gut milk in this episode. They had the gut juice, or the gut buzz, which was like the energy drink that Steve Martin was drinking in the beginning of the episode. And I wonder if that's still a clue about Ursula being involved in the painting theft, at least. But I don't know. That's what I think. They keep making gut milk so prominent. And next episode, they're going to talk about this blackout in New York City. I don't think the killer had anything to do with the blackout. I think it's like just something that happened because it's like every building. So basically what we gleaned from this episode, or what I gleaned from this episode, was that I feel like this is more cement that the killer is Marv. And Selena Gomez now feels better because she knows she didn't have a part in hurting Bunny at all. She just happened to walk in at the wrong time into her apartment. And Detective Williams is back, and she's got the knife, so hopefully that tells us some more. And that possibly Lucy's the next victim. I think they're foreshadowing. I don't like that, but like that's what I think they're trying to say. Ugh. But if you like this, or if you want to comment on any of my theories, or if you want to talk about any of my other videos, please subscribe, comment, please forward these videos, and thank you always for watching, and I enjoy your guys' comments so much.